there's good news and a little bit of bad news. Not bad where anybody has to be like freaking out. But today, our sage goddess cannot join us, but she will be back hopefully with us next week. She's going to be out. But my name is Jessica Maldonado. You'll be hanging out with me today. We'll still have the Venadanite. We'll have the tourmalines. We'll have all kinds of really cool stuff. In fact, we are kicking off the show with one of my personal favorites. I always say Venadanite. She says Venadanite, so I'm going to say Venadanite. That's what we're going to go with today. But I'm going to kick off the show with an extra large Venadanite, which is next level. It's probably one of the largest we have in the collection. So if you're just now joining us, let me kind of share with you how this goes. Today we're featuring gemstone treasures, pieces of gemstones, rock rough that you can use throughout your house. We're going to talk about that gem from, different perspectives. For me, gemstones, I'm going to give you some facts, where they were discovered, all that good stuff. And if you have any questions about the gems, please make sure you shoot over the messages in the comments section, right? So we're going to go through, let me see here. Let me see how many we have. So we have 20 items. Okay. Every single item is discounted. We fought back and forth with some extra, kind of pushes behind the scenes to ensure we get deeper discounts because, as you know, when you watch the live stream, we give you an extra 25% coupon. So you are going to get a 25% coupon code, and that's going to be live 25. What I suggest is write that down, unless, of course, you take a screenshot of it. We've got it up here. You're going to save an additional 25% off when in the coupon section you put live 25. Okay, so live 25 is what you want to put, and that should update the system with with the new price. And I'll give you some information on it. I'll walk you through it. I'll give you some stats. And don't forget also, when you check out on the website, you spend $50 or more. Most of these pieces are going to be right around there. Actually, we've got a lot of discount prices today. Now, I wasn't sure if we get the thumbs up or the approval on certain pieces because I know a lot of you tune in for the very first time. This is a, what do we call this show? We call it like the Gemstone Treasure Show, right?
Yes.
This is our Gemstone Treasure Show. So a lot of these pieces are for the home, for decor. Some of you guys believe in the different healing properties. So we're going to talk a little bit about what people believe certain gemstones do and how they're how you can kind of have them in your lives and set them up in your homes, whatever information I can give you. Now, I'm not the gem goddess, right? So I come from a different perspective. My good Lord above is the guy who kind of leads me. But at the same time, I do like sharing information about gemstones because this is what I do. I've been in the business for 19 years this month. I've been with Shop LC since we launched the network. And I love the idea of owning gemstone minerals, rare and exotic collectible gems that most people don't have access to. That's what we provide you with here at Shop LC. So let's get the party started. We're going to start with Shop 1. As we go through the items, Shop 1, Shop 2, Shop 3, Shop 4, Shop 5, you're going to put that in the comment section, the word shop, no space, the number. So just like up top here, you have a little bar that tells you the price and the item number. That's going to be your item number. Shop 1, Shop 2, Shop 3. We keep it easy. When you want to take advantage of that item, or at least take a closer look at what's available, because oftentimes I'll share with you that there'll be different sizes, like the Venadanite. So the Venadanite, once we load the auction here, I'm going to double check to see if it comes in any other size aside from double XL. This is the XXL. And I'm pretty sure it does. Usually we have different sizes with certain gemstones available. And does this one not? Oh, this one's the special. Dun, dun, dun. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so this one was entered into the system separately. And let me tell you why I was able to get this done. You're not going to believe this. This Venadanite, okay, this XXL, if we put it in the same auction, I wouldn't be able to give you the discount price we were able to finagle. Okay, so the finagle discounted price, and we are going to have smaller ones if you wanted the price point to be a little bit lower. This one here, the largest of all the Venadanites, and if you shop with us on a regular basis, you've tuned in to this particular gem show, you know that when we have the sage goddess here with us, she oftentimes will talk to us about how rare this unique occurrence is, right? Because what you have is this beautiful kind of cavity that's opened up with those vanadinite crystals that form naturally. Vibrant reds, oranges, almost like a clay-like color is what you get from this particular gemstone. But really it's the formation, that natural structure formation that takes people's breath away. This is literally a piece of artwork, right? I mean, you got the host rock here. I'm going to turn it around so you get to see the drama, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So a decor centerpiece is what I would, I mean, I see this and this is the type of stuff that I think about. When you have like your study or your home office or different parts of your home where you want to kind of create an ambiance, an environment that is very calming and soothing. For me, these are the types of gemstones that I would suggest you have. Now, I wanted to show you real quick what we have here. This is prized, okay? And the reason why it's prized is because the hexagonal, it's like a prism. So, when you think about the different shapes, you have these prisms that form, and every single piece that you see within that crystal structure is going to have this same type of shape, which is incredible. I mean, naturally, this forms like this. So what they do is they crack open the rock and the rough that's found, and oftentimes it just, not all the time. This is the reason why it's so unique and so extremely sought after, because you don't always find this beautiful kind of crystal formation on the inside. But if you're into focus and mental clarity, the gemstone that's supposed to help with motivation, endurance, creativity, disciplined energy. So yeah, this is one that I would suggest if you're looking for a little inspiration in your life. This is definitely one of those gems. Shop one is the number. Guess what the price is? I know you were like, really? You said all that? You didn't tell me price? $269.99 with the discount. You're at 202. 202 for the double XL. And this is the double XL. This is going to be the small. Okay. So the small piece is available in just a few auctions. I think we're at shop 13 when we get into this one. So this is going to be the 2XL. This is not just an extra large size. This is a double XL. We're talking 17,500 carats of vanadinite. I know. So they say that if you struggle with procrastination, this is the gemstone that's said to help with that. If you're starting a new project, you're on a new business venture, you're really trying to kind of channel the motivation as well as the inspiration. Vanadinite is that gemstone that's said to help you push you in the right direction. So that is option one, shop one, shop one. With the discount, we're at about $40.50 per month. $40.50 per month, and you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a big deal. Not only that, one of the things that I try to explain to you guys through these live streams is the weight of these crystals. And we're going to ship this for free. We're not going to charge you for shipping when you tune into the live stream. Now, the original price on this one, believe it or not, was $349. We were able to discount it down to $269 plus the extra 25% discount. So you see why we had to separate it from all the rest. So $269 with the discount takes you down to $202 for this 17,000 carats of vanadinite. And then, of course, you have your free shipping, and you have that 30-day money-back guarantee as well as budget pay. So I want to kind of share that with you guys because I don't always have a chance to really push this when I'm hosting with somebody else. You guys have a chance. Anybody that's out there watching, if you want a beautiful home decor piece that becomes like a staple in your house, I mean, literally a piece of artwork from Mother Nature, the good Lord above. If you're interested, you have the money back guarantee and you also have the payment plan. You don't have to qualify for the payment plan. That's the big deal. There's no qualifying, no interest payments either. So how do you do it? When you put the word shop and the number 1, no spaces in the comments section, hit the arrow. It's going to generate a link for you. That link is going to be the item, right? So the reason why you're doing shop 2, shop 3 is because you're actually associating the number with the item. Every single time it's going to generate a link that's going to take you right to that item. When you select the item, it's going to give you the option of budget pay. No qualifying for that. So I don't want you guys to kind of, steer away from that. Sometimes with payment plan options, a lot of us are like, nah, I don't want to run a credit check or anything like that. I don't want to fool around with that kind of stuff. But there is no credit check. You just choose the option of budget pay, and that is it. You go ahead and pay the $40.50, no shipping, even though this thing weighs like 20 pounds. We're going to go ahead and take care of the shipping costs for you, pack it up beautifully. And if you wanted to send this to a friend or a family member's house, remember the things that we talked about. Well, first of all, it's a dramatic centerpiece, right? You've got a rare mineral that's going to display these beautiful colors. The crystallization on the inside is really what takes my breath away. And the fact that you have a double XL, this is rare, rare stuff. Natural gemstone vanadinite. It's not cut, it's not buffed, it's not polished. It's just in its natural raw form, which I'm a huge fan of. It's one of the reasons why I love doing these gemstone shows. So this is going to be shop one. I'm going to keep moving. And you know what, Tyler, today I'm going to leave him right in place. I'm just going to put him right where he set him so that you guys, because sometimes I make a little mess, don't I, Tyler? All right, so again, shop one if you're interested in the vanadinite. We are going to be featuring one other piece of vanadinite during this show. It's going to be from the double XL over 17,000 carats down to 820 carats. Still not a bad deal. 820 carats is a big deal. I mean, look at it. It's going to be coming up shortly. So if you've always wanted the vanadinite and you just didn't necessarily want to spend over $100, that extra large one, we were able to get it at a discounted price, $202 with the discount, about $40.50 per month, 30-day money back guarantee. And don't forget, our personal shopper team is on standby. If you want to send this directly to your sister's house, your cousin's house, your daughter, maybe wouldn't this make a great housewarming gift? Wouldn't that be nice? Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about that. My dad just got a place, a newer place. And so I might be shipping one of those. I think he'd really appreciate vanadinite. Just that beautiful kind of centerpiece. He loves kind of chunky masculine pieces. So I feel like this could be something that you send to your son or something that you give to your brother. Maybe he has like a housewarming party that's coming up, or somebody that does. Here's the number to dial. I'm going to step to the side real quick so you guys have a chance to screenshot that. 888-835-2237. Yes. During our live streams here at Shop LC, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you can always chat with our personal shopper team. If you have any questions, they'll be more than happy to assist. We want to make sure it's a bit different than maybe other live streams. You can contact a customer care representative. Any questions that you have, let them know. And if today you usually watch us, make sure that you let me know that you're looking for something specific. Because if that's the case, let me just kind of give you a heads up on what I have. I'm going to be featuring amber for the first time. I don't remember doing any amber. We have the Star Mica. We have some shungite. We have some pentagon shapes. The microcline. The malachite is coming up. The cobalt calcite is coming up. The quartz blue sphere. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this chrysocolla. We got a lot of good stuff. So make sure you stick with me. Price points are perfect. I'm not going to be doing everything in the hundreds, closer to $1,000 because a lot of these, minerals should be. We're going low in price. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is because so many of you have reached out in the past and said, hey, I love this crystal show, but is there any way you can do maybe $30 pieces, $40 pieces, a bit more variety? I've got your back today. Let's keep moving. So coming up next, we have your graphic tourmaline. This is one of my favorites. They say this is the energy harmonizer, right? The one that's supposed to bring big energy into your life. And it's known for balancing. I know so many of us, in life are trying to do multiple things. Many of us, starting e-commerce businesses. We're working our regular jobs. We're full-time moms. We're aerobics instructors. There's just so many things that we dibble and dabble in now. We're trying to get our feet wet in many different ways. And listen, sometimes it's hard to balance. And so this is one of those gemstones that is said to be the balancing of all the energy you're trying to put out in the world. I love the shape of these. Very similar to a palm stone, but a lot larger. This one's huge. Helps with mental clarity. This one here, when we talk about gemstones that we provide you with, one of the cool things at Chapeau C is we actually give you these cute little kind of like certificates or information cards about the gemstones. So it talks about, suggestions on when to use it to release stress, protect you from negativity, where to put it. They say personal or workspaces to encourage balance and clarity. And then just a gentle wipe down. You don't ever have to submerge these gems in water or anything. You just wipe them down just as you would when you're dusting the house, right? So this is a beautifully cut gemstone. Guess how much? Remember I told you I'd be going low in price? These are listed at $39.99. We have a discount. So $14.99 per month, $29.99 out the door. With that 25% coupon code, we take $10 off the price. Ladies, gentlemen, tell me your son, your daughter wouldn't appreciate a beautiful stone like this. I mean, this is one of the most beautiful tourmalines come in a variety of colors. Tourmalines are actually one of the most incredible, rare, and unique gemstones. They say that on its way up to the Earth's surface, through the crust of the Earth, it passed through a rainbow. That's the saying behind the scenes, in the gem industry. People talk about how unique this particular gemstone is because of the different forms of color, the unique chemical composition. So often chosen as a protective stone. This is the one that's said to be the protective stone. And if you know somebody who's always trying to deflect negative energy, you feel like they're always having, just a bad time for whatever reason, something always happens. I feel like that's life, right? We all go through ups and downs. This would be a beautiful gemstone to send to somebody, a grounding gem. And one of the things I love about this is with tourmalines, you have so many varieties of colors. Remember I talked about, the rainbow. So you have Paraiba tourmaline, you have rubellite tourmaline, you have your indicolite tourmaline. I mean, there's just so many different colors of tourmaline. This is going to be the tourmaline rock in its most natural formation. So it's a preform. What they do is they kind of go with the shape of the rock itself. So usually it's in a piece of rock or rough, and then they're going to polish it and shape it out. That is beautiful. It really is. And I love the fact that these gemstones have bases, right? The base is going to be the bottom. You can sit them down in any part of the house. You can set them up. And the rest is history. I mean, you've got a beautiful piece of artwork that you can display at home, your home office, maybe your office away from home. Perhaps you have, a team of people that you manage and you want to get them something special. Trust me, all these minerals are definitely worth it. But again, this is perfect for the desk. It's perfect. It's a little bit large for a pocket stone, but definitely, that perfect piece that you can put on a shelf. So think decor right now. Think about where you're actually going to be putting these pieces. And any questions that you may have, let me know. Okay, this one's going to be shop 2. It's on sale, $39.99, natural price. We're going to give you $10 off, taking it down to $29.99. Of course, we're activating budget pay, so you have the chance to make payments if you want. $14.99 2 times. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and ship it out to you. You don't have to wait to get this. You will get it right away. Okay? And remember, what's called the bill to ship to, just like anything else when you're shopping online. I do this for my mom as often as possible. I do this for my daughter as well, but my daughter lives a bit closer, so I don't necessarily have to ship things to her house. But mama lives in another state. I'm in Texas. She's in Florida. Anytime I'm shopping on somebody's website, if I want to send it to her, I'm not going to get it sent to me and then send it out. I'm going to have them send it from their warehouse or wherever it is that they ship, and that saves me on shipping. Remember, that's another thing that we're able to do for you. Now, in this case, I'm not too sure if you're going to get the free shipping since it is under 50, but I believe, and Tyler, I've been wondering this, if you put 2 items in the shopping cart and they equal over 50, does that activate or trigger the free shipping?
Yes.
So I know a lot of you watch this show. Tell me.
Finagle it a little bit.
Yes. So we're trying to get you around the little tricks, tricks of the trade. We still want to make sure you're able to get free shipping. So how do you get around that? When you go to the Shop LC website, or you put the word shop 2 in the comments section, hit the arrow. It's going to generate that link you're going to click on. That's going to bring up the beautiful graphic tourmaline is what it's called. You have this beautiful, almost like a graffiti, natural inclusions that run through that. That's going to pop up. You put that in your shopping cart along with maybe an amber, another vanadinite, or a labradorite. You're good to go. You are good to go, because as long as that shopping cart is $50 or more, you get the free shipping. So hang with me a little bit. Trust me. I've got some good stuff I think you're going to fall in love with. That's going to be shop 2. Again, the original price, $39.99. With the discount, we're down to $29. And just to kind of give you a heads up, if you're curious to know around what the size is, that's going to be just over 3,000 carats. And from top to bottom, you're close to 4 inches. You're close. Well, let me see. Yeah, you're almost there. You're right at about 4. And again, it has the base. So you can put this anywhere. I wish I had like a shelf here. I'd be like this. Boop. I just put it right on the shelf so you can see how it sits. But it's true. Once you get them home, you'll be able to kind of go around the house. I'm always thinking, okay, where can I put, like, I purchased for my husband some shungites that he keeps in his home office. But my husband, he reminds me of, the tortoise and the hare story, right? So he always reminds me of the turtle, because I always talk to him about how he moves, right? He's very methodical. He's disciplined. I mean, the guy is like, he's like thinking of 7 million things, and I'm over here like, pew, pew. I've messed it all up, and he's behind me. You know how the story goes, right? The rabbit is like ahead, and he's like, and then the tortoise is just moving along. And then at the end of the day, the rabbit has gotten himself into all kinds of trouble, and that turtle gets there on time. So anyway, never on schedule, but always on time. That's what I always tell them. Never on schedule, but always on time. I feel like I kind of move like that too. How many of you guys do that? Right? We're always just all over the place. Am I the only one that's kind of, but I get there. I get there and I get the party started. Anyways, so yeah, if that's the case, we are going to have some shungite pieces, because shungite, actually one shungite piece. Shungite is one of those gemstones that is said to protect from the electromagnetic fields, EMFs, and that is scientific. That's the reason why I purchased it for him. Of course, with the fact that, I think he's like a turtle. He moves slow as can be, but I appreciate that because he always catches things. It's okay to be a little slow, and it's also okay to be fast. Either way, right? We get it done. Everybody's different. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We're going to be featuring that here in just a few, actually in about 2 or 3 auctions. Let's move on though. If you got the tourmaline, congratulations, because that one's on sale. Again, we priced it at $39 with the 25% discount, live $25. You're going to get it down to $29. Of course, you've got the budget payment option, so we're going to split that in half. You're right at about $14.99. You have the money back guarantee, and you've got some weight to this. Again, you want to take advantage of our Gem Treasure Show, because these pieces are weighty, and you're able to get these shipped out at price points I cannot believe. All right, with that said, one of my favorites. Okay, how many of you have ever thought about how cool it would be to be an archaeologist? I know I'm not the only one. Anybody? John? No? John looked at me like,
yeah, maybe a little bit.
An archaeologist. I mean, not necessarily the work. Look, I'm like, not the work. I'd be out there like,
like
somebody get me
Egyptian tombs.
Yes, yeah, like just be in the background, like there, right? Like, oh my gosh, you found that under an umbrella.
In the tent.
In the tent with my smoothie. No, I'm kidding. I got my sneakers on. Listen, I don't play around, trust me. But you know what I mean. So you're able to just be a part of that discovery. The reason why I say that is because Baltic amber in general, is a fossil. It's fossilized tree resin. We're talking about billions of years old. And if I step to the side, all the teeny little particles inside of your amber, get this, they've discovered, and this is science, I'm not just making this stuff up. If you look up amber right now, it's going to say fossilized tree resin. It's also going to say that over 1,000 extinct species have actually been discovered inside of amber. Now, this to me was fascinating because as a young person, I saw the dinosaur movie that came out, right? We all saw that Jurassic movie. Loved it. That was like the coolest thing, right? It was like the closest thing to a dinosaur. But what we found, or what we understood about how they were able to make these dinosaurs, was that he had a staff. On the staff, it had this amber kind of sphere. And in the amber sphere, they found a mosquito that was extinct. They took the blood from the mosquito because, mosquitoes, they eat all of us and animals, right? They don't eat us.
Are we talking Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park. Go back and see the story. This was the story. So he extracted the DNA from the mosquito because it lived during the dinosaur era. Mosquitoes, what do? They suck our blood. They suck the dinosaur blood, apparently, and they were able to recreate the dinosaur, right? That was the story. But the truth of the matter is that amber is fossilized. And inside of amber, because it's fossilized tree resin, when you think about resin, not the stuff you smoke, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean. When resin, it actually drips. Okay, so off the tree, if it drips, back in those days and still today, it drips over top of different types of species, like plants and trees, and then also insects. So I say that to say this. They call it Jurassic amber. There will be some amber pieces that will have fossilized tree resin, right? Some tree pieces or insects, and those are more valuable. So I'm going to cross my fingers that you get one. I mean, it rarely happens, but if you see inside of that amber, such a cool occurrence. So this is found in the Kaliningrad mines of Russia, Baltic amber. Believe it or not, this stuff is light. It's so light that it actually floats to the top, which is really cool stuff. But this is amazing. I'm serious. Like when I see, and we rarely have it these days because it's so hard to get. When you can get your hands on it, you should get it. Genuine natural amber, and this is, just a cute little kind of like palm stone that you can keep with you, preserving the insects that date back to that era. Also, some of the tree life, the plant life. Remember, things that grew back then don't necessarily grow now. Or the occurrences, kind of like the ammonite shell or the Canadian ammonite. Those are organic as well. This is not a gemstone. This is organic material. So you don't really call it, some people refer to it as an amber gem, but realistically, this is organic. So it's like a pearl or it's like an ammonite. It actually comes from the sea creature or the actual plant life, which is super cool. Crystals and minerals are a different ball game. Either way, I say that to say, get you a piece. This is on sale, $39.99. All of them are going to be different, so you have your own individual amber piece. You can actually contact our personal shopper team with this one, which I highly recommend you do. We can help you customize a piece of jewelry. We can wire wrap this, or maybe you have a jeweler locally that can help you out. You can actually wire wrap it, put a little bail at the top, run a chain through it, wear it around the neckline. Wouldn't that be a cool piece to wear? Or maybe you have a young person who really appreciates just things in general, learning, or not even a young person, just adults. I like to learn new things as often as possible, right? So not just scrolling and believing what you actually scroll, but actually doing the research and reading up on it. So this is like a conversation worthy piece for sure. Ideal for the pocket, for shelves, for desks, for cabinets. I mean, this is a beautiful piece of history. So you're almost like that archaeologist. You weren't there during the discovery, but you definitely have one in your possession, in your collection. This one's on sale, 5-star rated. A lot of people love their amber. I really hope you have a chance to get that because I don't remember us doing an amber piece. Tyler, do you remember us doing amber? You setting it up for?
I think maybe a couple weeks ago we might have done.
Really?
One.
We might have. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tyler knows he gets the show set up. Couldn't do it without him. So we may have done one. So don't take my word for it. Some of you are right now just blasting emails. Jessica doesn't know what she's talking about.
No, we do so many, it's hard to keep track.
Thank you, Tyler. I was just going to say that. He was in my brain. I do so many gemstone shows in general, whether it's a crystal show or just a live TV show with other gems that are already, in settings that sometimes I forget. So please forgive me if I make statements that some of you know. No, that's not the case. If it is, though, put in the comments section, shout me out. Let me know. Let us know. I don't mind it. All right, so coming up next, Shop 4. Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to share us out. My name is Jessica Maldonado. You're watching Shop LC's Gem Treasure Show. We have a star mica piece, and this, my friends, is stunning. It really is. You have these gold. This reminds me of like a druzy. It really does. It is one of the prettiest natural material out there, right? When you think about mica, it displays in layers, okay? And it's a what they call a crystalline structure, hence the crystals that you see on the formation of the gem. So they're able to find it in rock, like all these minerals are, aside from the amber, right? Amber's actually found a lot of times in the ocean. But they're able to find it in rock, and then they kind of cut it open, crack the structure open, and voila. You have this beautiful layer of crystals, okay? And this is another one of those pieces that you can just, boop, display. Okay, you've got a nice base. You can put it down. You can also purchase some of these kind of stands that you can purchase from other places, like a place like Michael's. You know, they have all these craft stores and things. So you're able to buy really cool stands. Every now and again with certain gemstones here at Shop LC, we do provide you with, say, for instance, the sphere. This one right here is going to come with a stand. So in some cases, you do have a stand. These are like already created to be put on a shelf. You've got this natural shimmer, this star-like flash. Under light, you get this like beautiful kind of bam, 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 bam. It looks like a party of lights inside of there, but each piece reflects light differently. So you're going to have a chance to really appreciate this. I mean, it's one of those gemstones or minerals rather. You know, when you hang up something on the wall, there's certain pictures that we've done here at Shop LC where they move with you. They're like 3D. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, that looks good. And then it like kind of follows you. I feel like the star mica does that because you see it from different directions. Even from the side, you're going to see all that sparkle and really be able to appreciate the formation of the gemstone. But often very sparkly. You have potassium aluminum silicate without getting too technical. It's oxygen, aluminum, potassium all in one, but it has star-like flashes, it shimmers, and it's a metallic sheen. It is naturally beautiful. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. It is beautiful, isn't it? I've got this one on sale too. I'm on a roll today. $39.99 on sale, $29.99 today. $29.99. If you use the budget pay, which everybody qualifies for, you get one of these home. You can spend $14.99. $14.99 for this one. And keep in mind, you've got a significant amount of carat weight here, right? It's not a calibrated gemstone. It's not like your traditional faceted gemstones, but you have this is the mineral show where you can buy pieces to display in different parts of your house, to create like a little, ambiance in certain rooms, but you're going to get really cool colors with this one. It may not necessarily look exactly like this because no two are the same, but you always get the natural kind of silver. You get the champagne, you get a little copper in there, some bronze. It's unbelievable the type of sparkle that you get from this gem or this star mica naturally. It also has this kind of smoky gray color to it. Depending on the angle too, you're going to see these trace elements of the bronze and that copper that we talked about. But it's all about the light angles. We always talk about, find the best direction to face your gemstones when you're displaying them because that is gorgeous. I know so many of you saying, yep, yes, it is, Kelly. Kelly, $29.99 if you're interested. $29.99. That's going to be the star mica. It is the large size. You do have other options. So you have an extra small, a small, medium, large, and extra large in this one. The one that I'm showing you now is going to be the large. Okay. So you can always get like a small collection of certain gems that you can kind of cluster them together. So yeah, this is a really cool gem. And when you think about from a collector's perspective, this is going to raise the credibility of any collector out there. I mean, if you're interested in taking your gemstone collection to an entirely new level, these are the types of minerals that you add into the collection and display them. Display them in different parts of the home. Display them where you know people are going to come visit. I love these minerals for that purpose. I'm one of these people that I just love beautiful artwork, right? Not just artwork, but gemstones become that. I would love it, but I open my third eye and I can see the faces. You're funny. You are funny. No, it's definitely a good one. Are you seeing faces in there? That's funny. All right, so a collector's mineral for sure. Geology. I mean, when you think about the geology of certain specimens, this is natural. So there's nothing enhanced. I mean, naturally reflective, not enhanced. Also used in electronics, insulation, which is pretty cool, and optics. So, anything that has to do with like glasses and stuff, they use the mica for. So pretty fun fact on that one. All right, so that, my friends, was shop four. Shop four, shop four, shop four. Hey, Kelly, is there anything you want to see today? Let me know. I've got quite a few pieces coming up. Coming up, I've got the shungite that we talked about just a few minutes ago. I have the microcline pentagon, which is super nice. I've got a malachite chrysocolla, that beautiful blue one. If you haven't purchased one of these, you definitely need one. Oh, the cobalt calcite, one of the rarest gemstones we can offer you here at Shop LC. That beautiful natural pink color is going to be coming up. So we got a lot of good stuff. And remember, this show goes by pretty quickly. I'm already 40 minutes into the show. I'm going to be wrapping it up at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's only 2 hours jam-packed with crystals. And trust me, you're going to want to see every single one of these, especially with the price cuts I'm able to offer. Keep in mind, too, before I move on to the next one, we have an opportunity for you to see ahead if you wanted to. So when you go to shoplc.com, you hit the live streaming tab. The live streaming tab on our website will open up the entire list of what I have up for grabs. So it gives you some like behind the scenes insight, so you don't have to wait for me to get through every single one of them. And I have somebody like Eileen that hangs out with me, who will say, hey, Jess, I saw on your list you had number 15. Can you bring it forward? Can you show it to me? I'm interested in it. So I love the fact that I'm able to do that for you during the live stream. Okay, just an FYI on that. I love having crystals. I'm just wiping down some of the natural crystal sparkle and formation that you're going to have around your home as well, which is it's not anything that you have to be concerned about. But the true essence of crystals in this gem show is that you have natural crystals, natural rocks that are pretty stunning. They are very stunning. Anything that gets rid of negative energy, yes, we got you. Yes, we've got the negative energy blocker coming up. I think we've got some labradorite too. Don't forget about the labradorite. Watch this. Watch this. Kelly. I've got some labradorite. So we're going to bring the heat here in just a few. All right. So the shungite, is that what we're doing next?
Yes.
Where is the shungite? Is it here?
This one. Shungite pyrite.
Oh, I thought this wasn't the star mica? Oh gosh, we gotta go back. I was actually featuring the star mica the whole time. This is the star mica. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Tyler. See what happens when we don't have the sage goddess here?
That was my fault. I should have been.
Because she'd have been like, hello, Jessica, that does not... And look, it's behind me. What in the world, Tyler? You know what? It's all my fault.
No, I should have.
Let me get it together. You ready?
Yeah.
So the star mica, Kelly, is this one here. The actual shungite, I've never seen shungite with pyrite, or maybe I have, I just didn't recall. Shungite is usually the carbon gemstone, and this did not even look like just pure shungite with the crystals on it. Oh, that's right, we did have something similar probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
That's right.
It was the first time you and Sage Goddess had it.
That's right, we did have it for the first time. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay, so... You see, I make mistakes too. I'm human. I'm only human. It's all in me. Okay, so let me get this right. This is going to be the star mica. Okay, this is going to be the star mica. I am blown away by the color of the star mica, though. This is beautiful. So shop 4 is this one here, the Star Mica. Shop 5 is this is the Shungite Pyrite. This is actually the Shungite Pyrite. So when you have pyrite is this beautiful metallic golden. Typically pyrites, you see them also in like quartz gemstones. So this is my second time apparently seeing the Shungite Pyrite. So quick correction, Star Mica. This one was was it 69? But I saw the price at 39 though.
39.
The Star Mica was?
Yes.
Wow, you guys are getting the stuff on sale. I thought, and I had fought for this. I wasn't sure. Okay, so the original price, I'm looking at my show sheets because I remember just based on conversations I've had. The Star Mica, this one right here, shop 4, is actually 1,450 carats. Okay, this one is going to be the Shungite Pyrite. Both of them, is that right? $39.99, right? With the discount? You know what? If
good deals.
If our sage goddess was here, she'd be going goo goo gaga right now. She'd be like, really? Today is one of those days where she'd be, okay. So this one, we talked about the Star Mica. I want to go back. Did we have anything that it did? Because I want to make sure I gave the right information because I thought I was talking about something different. So
you did. You gave the right information.
I gave the right info,
yes.
Right? We were talking about, okay, so we were talking about the reflective layers, the natural shimmer. Mm-hmm. So this one does have that.
Behind you. They're good.
Yeah. Look, Tyler's like Tyler just gave me credit. He's like, you guys saw behind her. You should have known better. Kelly, thank you so much for watching the show. I appreciate you hanging out with me right now. All right, so Star Mica again, $39.99. The Shungite Pyrite, $39.99. So this is going to add, drama to the house. I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you pick this one up, it amazes me that you actually have Shungite from like Shunga Valley is what they call it, where it was discovered, Karelia, Russia. And here's what they say. They say that Shungite is an EMF blocker. So electromagnetic fields, if you're somebody who is just kind of like, does it really affect me to have all these electronics around me and cell phones? There's not enough data. I feel like cell phones and electronics are way too new for them to really be able to gather enough data to let us know what the electromagnetic fields do or have done over the years. I don't know about you, but I don't even put my phone up to my ear these days because it's like this weird sensation. It's too warm. It's too crazy. That's just me. So this is what I was telling you I purchased for my husband. I didn't even realize this is the Shungite. This is the Shungite, but it has the mica. And this one is also $39.99. Thank goodness for that, Tyler, because I was saying this one was $39. So I'm glad that both of these were $39 and I don't have to go back and say this one's more expensive. But so scientifically, it contains what's called fullerenes. Okay, fullerenes are hollow carbon molecules, and they naturally are conductive, right? So they're studying it. There's still more, studying to be done, but it is scientifically a carbon structure. Okay, and you know what carbon is, right? Diamonds are carbon, which is unbelievable. So is your Shungite. So it's a really cool piece. And I got to go back to this one because this one right here was the Star Mica. Both of these are beautiful. Shungite, metaphysically, symbolically, I know we talked about the energy. This is the detoxification gemstone, the grounding gemstone, the protector. Yep. So put it near electronics. This is where my husband keeps his. In his home office, he's got the tortoise in the hair. It's made out of Shungite. They carved it. Beautiful. Put it in your entryway. Put it around your, your computer area, your Wi-Fi router. Some people like doing that, and it makes for a good home decor piece if you're interested. That one is $29.99 with the discount. You're winning. Again, this is going to be your Shungite. The Shungite has a little more of the mica, right? The mica is the shimmer. And I'm so glad that this one is discounted to $39.99. Seriously. Because I was not sure after I realized that I had the wrong mineral up the whole time. I thought I was going to be like, well, about this one. This one's more expensive than the other. So again, this is shop 4, Star Mica. This is going to be shop 5, the Shungite Pyrite. Both of them, $39.99 original price with the discount live 25. You go down to $29.99. Both of them are gorgeous. They're definitely a must have. Like if you're shopping for really cool stuff, I'm telling you, so far so good. It's all crazy lately. Isn't it all crazy, Kelly? Don't get me started. It is crazy. All right, coming up next, shop 6. Look, I gotta like pair up the picture. Okay, as soon as he puts that up, we're gonna double check now. I learned from my mistakes. This is gonna be the microcline brown pentagon shape. This is a beauty. This could be like a little palm stone too. You can actually hold this in your palm. Love this. Look at the shimmer coming out of that. I mean, you know what it reminds me of? This reminds me of your feldspar. And it is a part of that kind of mineral group where you see the schiller, you see the agilarescence. You know how labradorite has a bit of schiller? Have you seen moonstone? Moonstone also has a bit of schiller. Microcline gemstones, they come from that same family. Moonstone is part of it. So you get that beautiful shimmer. You polish the surface and voila. But this is another one that's grounding. Beautiful for the interior. Anywhere in the house, this one is the perfect gemstone for that reason. Organic. I mean, you want to turn a space into something refined. You want to have the right pieces. This one, $29.99 with the discount. We're going to discount it 25% off. Remember, live 25. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. So your price is going to be $22.50. $22.50. And this one's 581 carats of perfection. The microcline, again, you're going to get some schiller, which is the internal. I mean, when I turn it, it's interesting because when I'm facing it towards me and I put it in different directions, that's the beauty of these stones. You're going to want to find where it glows and set it up. You saw that? Look, 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 look. That's beautiful. You see? Spit, no treatment. That's all real. So if you're looking for an ideal gift, a gemstone gift, this would be really nice to give to somebody. This one's going to be shop 6.
Yes.
And again, the discounted price is going to be $11.24 per month. $11.24 per month, if not $22.50 out the door. So this one is on super sale. And yeah, this is the one that keeps you grounded as well. I love pieces like this because again, can you imagine with the vanadinite, right? And you also have your microcline, the color options, the coordinating, and then you have a story behind each of these gemstones. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go. All right, so we're gonna move on. That one comes in the small size, 581 carats. I've got the Malachite Chrysocolla. Yes. All right, this is the one that a lot of you have been patiently waiting for. I know. It's one of my favorites as well. So Chrysocolla is that beautiful blue color. Malachite is green. You've got 2 gemstones in one. Okay. Chrysocolla is super, super rare. Malachite is as well. Both of these form together. You've got this raw, beautiful, just one of the most like stunning pieces of specimens we have in the collection. Adds a bit of expression, creates balance, ideal for, like modern spaces. But more importantly, I just love the fact that you have something that really displays a work of art. A work of art. Naturally, you don't always have this. You see where the occurrence of, okay, so malachite is banded. Malachite has striations, right? So you have the chrysocolla, which is the blue part. It almost looks like the ocean. Have you ever flown over the ocean and maybe you were like just getting to the Caribbean and you're looking out the window and you see how pretty, you see like some of the little islands and stuff like that and how the water turns different colors. This is what that reminds me of. Love this one. And to see it combined together, the malachite, ay, ay, ay. Often found together with other blends of gemstones, but the chrysocolla, it's such a unique blend. So again, shop 7 is the way to go. Now you find this in very unique places. You have oxidation zones and you also have what's called copper deposits. Now, what's interesting about this, when you find turquoise, if you can think about turquoise for just a moment, turquoise is a similar color. They find traces of turquoise when they're mining for copper. So when you find copper or zones of copper, you find beautiful natural blue gemstones like chrysocolla. Chrysocolla is going to be that blue, which is a copper-rich gemstone. It's also silica based. So, it's really cool that you have these layers of both the malachite and the chrysocolla, but emotional release. Okay. If you're looking for emotional release, they say this helps breaking old patterns. If you're wanting to get rid of, maybe something that, you don't necessarily want to carry anymore. You've got some addictions or, just things that you want to work better at. This is the transformation gemstone. Emotional release as well is what they say about this gem. But I love it, again, personally, because it's not just one single gemstone. It's 2 in 1. It's the chrysocolla and the malachite in one. So this one is on sale. Top rated, $174.99 is the listed price. Shop 7 if you're interested. With the discount, we take you down to $131. And this, friends, is one of our most unique and collectible items. Okay, this and the vanadinite coming up and also the cobalt calcite. These are all very special items. Okay, helping with, they say this one helps with communication clarity, emotional grounding. It's a really cool gentle healer. This is definitely one of those, calming gemstones. So that's on sale. Discount, discount, discount. The size on these, you can actually get it at a lower price point if you go down in size. This one is the large one. But if you wanted to get your hands on the extra small or the small or even the medium, I believe price points, yep. So for the extra small, it's listed at $49.99. Yes. I'm telling you, this is going to be that gemstone that you're always going to be looking at and admiring its beauty. Wait a minute. Is the small 49 as well? I would suggest going with the small and not the extra small, because the larger one, from the extra small to the small, you've got the same price. The large is how much? Or the medium is 40. What? The medium is 49 as well. Get the medium. Look, I'm trying to push you in the right direction. If you can get more for the money, go for it. So the extra small, small, and medium are all listed at $49.99. Go figure. And then you've got the large, which is at $174.99 with the discount. Where are we at? Let me see. 174.99 minus the 25. We're at 131. Okay. So that's going to be 131. 30-day money back guarantee on every single one of these. Okay. You also have that budget payment option, 25% coupon code. And don't forget, if you have any questions, you can always chat with me in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions I can. And then also our personal shopper team. Boom. Here's the number. You may want to jot that down, 888-835-2237, 888-835-2237. That's going to get you to a personal shopper. They are basically your customer care representative. They're there for you. Whatever questions you have, anything that you need, they'll be able to provide you with, including kind of working you through. If you have a budget, you still want to take advantage of one of these gemstones, you just don't know, what's available and you need them to dig deep. That's what I love about the personal shopper team. They can really give you some fantastic information and suggestions in which direction you want to go, especially if you know the gemstone you want. Okay. So make sure you contact them if you have any questions. All right, let's move on. Where are we at with time? Perfect timing. All right. So we are at the cobalt calcite. This is the one. Now, I actually have several pieces of cobalt calcite. I do. I have the first one that I'm doing is the small. No, this was the large. First one I'm doing is the large. And then I have an extra large. And then I have another extra large that's cut in a different way. So we'll talk all about that here in just a moment. This is going to be the first of the cobalt calcites. This is a beauty. You all know that this is that vivid pink crystalline, that crystal, like little sugar crystals on the surface. They don't come apart, they don't come off. You can't scrape those off. Those are all natural. But it creates a beautiful, kind of dramatic, just statuesque, like piece of artwork, right? You put it anywhere in the house. Look at that. I mean, you can literally see that even from across the way. So this is, the color's bold. And for me, when I think about pinks and red, I think about femininity. I think about, channeling that feminine energy. I think about love. I think about strength. This is for the care, the giver in the family. So somebody who's always caring for somebody else. This is the one to help, kind of lift your spirits and be there for you. But all around, I mean, it's just a beautiful gemstone. Look at that. Can you imagine discovering this as you're out and about? That's what I was talking about a few minutes ago. When you think about like archaeologists, obviously we don't necessarily. Oh, and I have searched for gemstones. Those of you that watch our show on a regular basis, Cheryl Els, she is a gem, like she calls herself like a gem geek. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a term, but either way, we went out to hunt for gemstones at this big kind of park in the middle of nowhere that had like all kinds of cool stuff where people go on trails and climb rocks. And guess what I found? I found an ammonite shell my very first time out there. And she looked at me like, wait a minute. Yes. Her and I both met up with my little four-legged prince that I lost on November 2025. He's been out of my life for a little bit, but it still hurts just as much as the day I lost him. Good night. And she actually lost Ellie, who was her dog at the time, part of her pack. Her and Rocky got along really well, so we brought the dogs out and we took them out there and we went rock hunting and found an ammonite, and it's a fossil, which is really cool. So anyway, this is an opportunity for you to own things like that without you having to go out and get dirty and dig in the dirt. Right? I enjoy doing it because I do like nature and exploring and climbing, and there's a lot of like there's hill country here and also like lakes and kind of hidden water holes here in Austin, which is pretty cool. Have you guys had a chance to do all that? Like park in the middle of nowhere and you see all these cars lined up and you go out. Oh, yeah. It's like the lake and all that.
It's cool.
Really cool. Everybody's very laid back in Austin. It's a very unique city. They say keep Austin weird. I can agree with that. I'm actually originally from the East Coast. And so, I initially I felt like a fish out of water. It's a culture shock. I'm used to kind of everything under the sun, that melting pot. I'm originally from New York. And so I do miss home, but it's also really cool to be around just that laid back environment. Not everybody is, but you do get a lot of that from people all ages, all walks of life, which is pretty cool here in Austin. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about the cobalt calcite in the metaphysical real quick. I want to get you some information before I even move on, because I think I wanted to touch on this real quick. Cobalt calcite. All right, so this is the one that, because it has the druzy quartz. You guys know that. Remember we talked about this. Oh, Kelly, you've been to Austin. Very cool. Yeah, it's a great city to visit for sure. They call it the music capital, and I'm still trying to figure that one out. I think it's more so because there are a lot of bars and there are a lot of local musicians that play, which is very nice because you don't always have the opportunity to do that in bigger cities. So, they have like probably well-known bands, and not that they're not well-known here. Believe me, there's some great bands. But I just feel like if you are just getting started, or, you and your band wanted to play locally, you could probably call up a restaurant that wants to do music for the night and get yourself a nice little gig. So that's really cool about Austin. All right, so forgiveness, the self-love. This is the healing emotional wounds gemstone. Processing grief, past hurt, that emotional reassurance. That's what this beautiful gem is said to assist him. Again, all around for me, it's really the druzy. It's the tiny sugar crystals on there that make it special. It's the unique pink color that's all natural. Manganese is where it gets its unique color from. It's amazing that minerals can form in this way and come out this beautiful. This one is 269. It is 2,500 carats. Keep in mind, if you wanted to go a little bit smaller than the large, there is an extra small and a small option. With the discount, though, we're at 202.50, 202. This is one of the most expensive rare and exotic collectibles we have out here, just so you know. And the payment plan option is a 4-month payment plan option at $50.62 per month. So 50.62, you've got that 30-day money back guarantee. You want to send it to a friend that, needs a little reassurance, a little emotional healing, that love. I would suggest you take advantage of that one. That one's going to be shop 8. Shop 9. I've been wanting to get to this one. Oh my gosh. Shop 9 is going to be the sphere. And the spheres do come with stands. This sphere, let's try saying that 3 times fast. Sphere. The sphere is actually the medium-sized sphere. The medium, so it's a nice size. This is one of the prettiest spheres we have. Like cobalt calcite, you see those blue? This is what I love about gemstones. This would match perfectly with my decor at home. I'm thinking about my house right now. I need one of these. This is such a beautiful gemstone. It comes with the wooden tripod, nicely polished. But you see all that blue? So this one is said to encourage calmness, balanced energy, soothing, sensation. Again, I share this information because it's part of the mineral and gemstone world. Some of you are really into that, and some of you just want a beautiful piece of artwork that you can add into the house, right? I mean, it's why I wear gemstones, because I love the way they look. But also with your cobalt calcite, this is going to be a mineral. They call it the blue quartz sphere, is what they oftentimes refer to it as. And this is an extremely durable gemstone, right? Quartz makes up 12% of the Earth's crust. So this is, if there's any gemstone that you find or mineral that you find more than any, it's going to be the quartz. It's that, that gemstone that comes in different colors, different variations. This is going to be that beautiful blue quartz sphere that has neutral and natural colors that form inside of it with the blue. It's associated with like a stress reliever, the calmness, the emotional clarity, but it really is a beauty. Again, you're looking for, and I love the fact that it comes with the stand. Now, with the stands, you can always decorate these stands by painting them or using, sprays. Really cool stuff that you can do, because these are wood. These are natural wooden bases that are designed in a way they're going to come like this. And then when you bring them out, it actually has the 3 corners, and it's designed to sit that sphere and hold it in place. Very durable, all natural. The sphere symbolizing balance and even energy, calm thinking, all that good stuff. And again, just a beautiful piece of artwork. The colors are what gets me. I love these neutral colors. I think a lot of people think about your home decor for just a moment and what things are going to pair up with, right? What parts of the house? Do you have not just a home office, but what about the movie room, right? What about that you can have like a playroom. You can have a new child that just came around. Maybe you have your grandparent, or you just had a baby and you want to put in the nursery something special that just kind of sits out as a decor piece that as the baby gets older, you'll be able to just introduce them to that and share a little bit of information on some of these minerals and gemstones. And then since it was a baby gift, they can actually take it with them from home to home. It now becomes a part of their history, which I love. So that is the option. That's going to be shop 9. Shop 9 is on sale. It's $29.99 with the 25% discount. You're down to $22.50. $22.50, and it comes with the wooden base, the stand, and the actual blue quartz sphere, right? It comes with the sphere. It's crazy. Nowadays, gosh, you go buy a stand for a gemstone or you try to apophyllite next. Guys, get ready. This is a good one. This is a good one. And we had this, I remember, I think we've had different sizes in the past. I love this material because when it faces different directions, you see the way it forms? That's what makes the apophyllite so unique. It's the crystal structure throughout that entire piece that has a certain prismatic shape. It's translucent. And it just has all these really cool, those are natural facets. Each variation is going to be, each piece, right, is going to have a different variation, different shape. Same. This one is on sale. This was $94.99. Remember, when you spend with us, you get the 30-day money-back guarantee. We offer you the budget payment options, the payment plans, and then we also do the free shipping when you spend 50 or more. So you've nailed it here. Love. And even though it's crystal clean, this is actually going to provide you, it sparkles naturally, which is stunning. I'm serious. When it sits in different directions, I love this mineral. It's a really interesting, gemstone. I've seen them in little boutiques, like little gem stores, and it blows my mind how expensive these are. You could spend like $200-300 on these. So the apophyllite, let me see here. I wanted to give you, here it is. So this is known for enhancing mental clarity. This is going to be one of those, another calming for stress, anxiety, all that good stuff. This is that crystal. And I can imagine the really cool thing about this is that it does have a little piece of the base, the actual rock. So you can hang it up. You can probably attach something to it so that it hangs, or you can just put it on a shelf. There's there are a number of things that you can do with these gemstones. I don't want you to box yourself in the corner with these minerals. Put them wherever you like. I mean, obviously, if you're into metaphysical properties, I know that our gem goddess will typically say, don't put it here because this one is to maybe give you the energy. So if you're in your room, you might not want. So, obviously, you guys look that stuff up and see what works for you. But at the same time, I just love the fact that you're able to get your hands on something that is naturally occurring, right? And super, super, super sparkly. Like the way that it's cut open, you see the actual shapes in the tips. Every single one of them has that little point. Every single one. I mean, that just blows my mind how beautiful that is. When I see pieces, look at this. When I see pieces like this and you have them in your home, people just come in and they're like, oh my gosh, can I touch that? I want to pick it up. And if you have like a little jeweler's loop that you can look through and see inside of these crystals, wow. Apophyllite. It's 150 carats. We have a small, medium, and large. This is going to be the medium at $94.99. With the discount, you're at $71.24. That, my friends, is shop 10. That's going to be shop 10. Okay? Coming up next. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking for this. A lot of you have been patiently waiting to see these labradorites. This is a big deal. Because today, I have a small flat labradorite piece. Okay. There's this one here. This is the flatter version. You see the way it's sliced? And then we also have, ooh, look at the way this glows. I'm trying to find that labradorescence so you can see it clearly. Hello. Isn't that beautiful? This is going to be more of a flat slice. This one here is a preform. So you actually have almost like this is like a piece of artwork is what it is. The way they cut it, they buff it, they polish it. So you've got the actual slices, And then you have the larger version. Now, this one is $14.99. I wanted to bring a Labradorite because in the past, we've actually done Labradorites that were really nice size. In fact, if you're watching the show and you have a minute in the comments section, let me know if you have any Labradorite. I'm interested in hearing from you if you have a minute. I know sometimes when you're watching the live stream, you're driving or, you're on the move, you're doing other things. Appreciate you tuning in, stopping by. This one's on sale. This one's actually going to be $14.99 and $11.24 out the door with the discount. Isn't that crazy? $11.24. It's a one-time payment. Look at the size of it. Now, this is a great starter piece. So Labradorite was discovered in Labrador, Canada. And this is a gemstone that's known for its labradorescence. Okay? Labradorescence is going to be that shiller, that beautiful glow that you see. And they're layers, they're natural inclusions that form these layers, or that are formed in these layers rather, and they break up the light and they create this beautiful effect inside of the gemstone. When it comes to the labradorite, when you think about intuition, when you think about insight, inner strength, this is supposed to help with that. The confidence that you need, confidence booster. Again, confidence comes from within. Sometimes we have to work at it. But it's really cool to actually look at how unique this particular gemstone is and how they could associate something like inner strength and confidence. Look at that. Look at the inside of that and the way the light breaks up. I mean, the structure of each piece is unlike anything you'll have in your house. Like every single labradorite piece that I've ever seen here at Shop LC, because our team is very selective with the quality and caliber of labradorite, it blows my mind. People are drawn to it. I mean, you can't help but to be drawn to it. And also, it's supposed to, with the different phases in your life, the growth phases, labradorite is supposed to just kind of guide you in those different life changes. It's a beautiful gemstone. And you have these, again, this one's going to be the slice versus the larger labradorite piece. This one is obviously $11.24. So this is almost like the natural form of labradorite. This one's a preform. So what they do is they cut it, but then they polish it and they shape it and, they finish it off so that it's got a base to it. You can set it down different ways. I mean, it's really cool stuff. Look at this. Are you all seeing that? Oh my gosh. Shop 12, shop 12, shop 12. We need you to have some labradorite. It's a new start, a new you. The labradorite is the way to go if you don't have it. I know a lot of us have seen it in gem shows. We've seen it. I mean, it's the gemstone that is beautiful. I've seen this in like hotels, anywhere that has, the ambiance, that kind of very high end. I'm serious. Like I've walked into hotels, I've walked into restaurants that they've set up these labradorites in different places. Love it. $174.99 with the discount. We're down to $131. This is the extra large, 14,500 carats. 14,500 carats. Set it up in your house. Find that labradorescence. No two are the same. You're going to have that beautiful internal glow that's super unique to your labradorite. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? So when you've got a couple sides that you can set it on and play with it till that light comes out. Put it in, face it in that direction so that when people walk by it, and they're pretty. And also these have some weight to them. So if you wanted to put these outside, you can always do that. We change the positioning. This side is not as flat on this side, but this side is. And you see that labradorescence. So we have other sizes. If you prefer the extra small, the medium, choose the different options. So you'll put shop 12 in the comments section. It's going to generate the link. You'll be able to take a closer look. You need this in your life. A piece of artwork. Good night from the good Lord above. Encouraging, intuition, insight, focused. I mean, again, whatever it is that you feel connected to with these gemstones, do you, boo? Do you? For me, it's all about just learning about the minerals and really embracing their beauty, understanding where they come from, how they form. And again, that is natural. That lapidorescence is natural. But I like to share all the info with you, right? Because you never know. All right, so that is shop 12, shop 12, shop 12. We had two labradorite pieces. We had the slicey, and then we had the more of the freeform. Okay, that freeform was huge, and that discount price is on point. Make sure you take advantage of that one. Now we're gonna go ahead and move in. Remember, I told you the Vanadinite, we had a smaller version of it instead of that big one. Yay! Can I give a shout out to Tyler? Tyler, let me tell you something. He is working. Okay? I couldn't do it without him.
He's sweating back here, John.
I couldn't do it without him. He's my producer slash director slash he's like my partner in crime. Okay? So shout out to Tyler.
We get it done.
Yes. Ain't nobody like you. They don't make them like you, Tyler. Seriously. Some people are like, doo-doo-doo. All right, so this one, $29.99 on sale. $29.99. I'll give you a moment. Those are natural, vibrant, reddish orange colors, natural crystal-like formation, perfect piece. And look, don't think it's small. Because some of you are like, oh, you guys went that low because it's small. This one is the small, but look at the size of that. That's a nice size. That's a nice size. And I'm measuring it on the shorter side, right? Because you've got a longer length. So you're close to 4 inches. Now that is a beautiful rock. Good night. And you find it in, I believe this is the Namibia. You gotta say that real slow. The Namibia stuff, Africa. But you also have South Africa as well, Mexico, parts of Arizona. Ooh, I can see that, right? Arizona, I always think about like the sunset. I think about, kind of New Mexico, Arizona, that vibe. You know what I love about Arizona? I've had a chance to go to Tucson, traveling with our company. I love that Arizona, like the ecosystem there, you have palm trees, cactus, and mountains all in one area. I kid you not. Like the hotel that we stay at, every time I go, I'm like, this is paradise. Because you have these huge mountains that are like right there. Like you can actually go walk on the mountain or travel up the mountain rather. And they have these really cool trails. But then you have palm trees and then they're cactus. I'm like, this place is amazing. And the weather's always good. The vibe is nice. We go to the Tucson show every year, and it happens in February. We have a chance to really, kind of spend some time there and eat good. So this is the motivation gemstone, the discipline gemstone. This is focus and stamina, creativity, goal setting. Bam! This is the gemstone that's said to help with that. But, this is, again, for me, it's all about the crystal formation. For me, it's about the barrel shapes of these crystals. They're not even like regular. Okay, let me show this to you. These are microcrystallines, like microcrystalline. They're like sugar crystals. You see how they're like in there? They're not popping out. They're just on the surface. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's the cobalt calcite. The vanadinite, they're hexagonal prisms. So the actual shape of each of those, you actually have some shape. These come out and up. Really cool stuff. When you see it in person, you're going to love it. You're going to be like, I'm so glad I got one. $29.99 with the discount, $22.50. These are the price cuts I was able to work out. And then you have the $11.24 payment plan. No qualifying, no credit check, ladies, gentlemen. Get some of these items for family members. Think about friends that you feel like have everything, right? You never know what to get this friend. Maybe it's a graduation. Wouldn't it be cool? Okay, you're going to somebody's graduation. You put this in a little gift box. I think it comes in like a little cool box anyway. But even so, you put it like with a little sash in it, and then you hand it to them. It's going to weigh a ton. They're going to be like, what did you get me? Oh my gosh. And then when they see it, They're going to be like, wow, nobody's ever purchased anything like this for me. Because now, when you get them a gift card, fantastic, right? They can use it and then they forget about it. When you get them some, like when you take them to a restaurant, you get to enjoy that moment, which is great. But it's over, right? I mean, it's there and it's gone. Pieces like this, gifts like this, they last forever. And every time somebody comes in their house, if they have it out and they say, "Oh my gosh, I love this," they associate you with the piece, they associate you with the moment, the gift, giving, all that good stuff. So I always suggest and recommend that you guys get one of these crystal pieces for somebody that you love too. They really would appreciate it because they're beautiful. I mean, and it's almost like collecting coins, collecting knives, collecting guns, collecting. I mean, people collect all kinds of cool stuff, right? So I think once people get a few minerals and crystals in their collection, they're gonna want more. Because when you start seeing, you know, what's on this earth, you just can't help but to be mesmerized and really taken back by all of the different crystal structures and how unique they are, and really appreciate that. We make it affordable. That's what Shop LC is all about. In fact, have you shared the page? I'll let you share it, share the page, like the page, do what you can do. Let friends and family members know that we're here on Tuesdays. We do the Gem and Minerals show. Usually we have the Sage Goddess joining us, but she's not here with us today. She should be back next week. In the meantime, I'm here wheeling and dealing on your behalf, giving you guys an opportunity. So the Venadonite is up for grabs. As I mentioned, $29.99. That one's on sale for either $11.24 per month or a one-time payment. That's going to be $22.50. Okay, that's the Venadonite. This is the small version, and then here is the extra large version. You can go with any one you want. You've got the option. Obviously, price points are a little bit different, but XL. This is 2XL. Shop one if you want to take a look at that one, or this one, which is Shop 13. Okay. All right. So coming up next, we have this citrine. This is quartz. Quartz. Quartz being one of the most abundant in the world. Where is my quartz? Oh, here. This one here. That, that's So you got the quartz. This is the golden quartz, aka citrine. Oh, and this is a good one because this is a birthstone. A birthstone. You ready for the birth month? Citrine. Now, if you're interested, don't forget about that coupon code. We're giving you the 25% discount. 25% ready to go. November's birthstone. Who do you know that was born in the month of November? Who do you know that was born in the month of November? Because if you know somebody, this is also called the happy stone. Because I'm happy if you feel like happiness. Don't get me started. That song is so good.
Girl, you got yourself started.
I know. I don't need anybody to round me up and get me pumped up. All right, so the citrine base is up for grabs. This one is $119.99 with a discount. We're down to $89.99. John, I need you to pump it up. Be my background dancer. I can see John like this.
Hey. That's
Right?
right.
Tyler like this from his chair. All right, so
From the chair.
I'm from the chair. Tyler's like this because he got to hold it down. That's what he does. But John will be like, "Hey, I seen you on camera, John."
I'll get back there.
All right, so we gotta have some fun. Let your hair down. I know it's Tuesday. It's like, come on, Jess. We're trying to get to Friday. Let your hair down. Have some fun with me. So this one is on sale. Extra small size. This was the extra small, as I mentioned. It's listed at $119. It's brand new in stock. It's a nice size. I mean, when we think about carat weights, I don't have the carat weight listed, but citrine is that mandarin honey color. Citrine is oftentimes when you see it in the jewelry store, you're going to see like a yellow color citrine, right? Citrine, hence citron, citrus. So you get yellows and oranges from this. But that's the natural kind of crystal formation of the citrine. You also have the actual kind of rock that's attached to it. I love that. Love it. Found in Brazil, found in Bolivia, found in Spain, found in Zambia. You find this gemstone in all kinds of cool places, but this is the confidence, the motivator. This is that gemstone that's said to help with creativity and clarity, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is a great gift. Again, let us do a bill two, ship two. We're going to give you the 25% off. Bam. There's your coupon. 25% off. How do you get it? You got to use, okay? You have got to use Live 25 in order to get the discount. If you don't use it, you lose it. So make sure you're utilizing it. Now, if for whatever reason the discount, you can't activate it, you're having a hard time getting that discount in place, you can always contact our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. Bam! 888-835-2237. And they can activate all the coupons for you. If you just let them know what you're interested in, let them know shop 2, shop 1, shop 7. I've got all these different, gemstones or minerals in my head that I want to get my hands on. And if you have a budget too. One of the things that I love about the personal shopper team is the fact that, let's just say you saw the apophyllite. And you said, you know what, I really like that, but is there any way I can get it at a lower price? Do you guys have a smaller size? What can you offer me? And we may not necessarily be able to get what you need, but we can at least try, right? We try to at least figure it out so that by the time you end up off the phone, you've got something incredible on the way home to you, right? By the way, I'm Jessica Maldonado. You're watching Shop LC's live stream. All right, coming up next, we have, we're moving now. Shop 17, no, Shop 15. All right, so Shop 15 is next. We have the cobalt calcite. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. Remember earlier we had the cobalt calcite in a large. This is going to be the cobalt calcite. We did an extra large as well. So this one is an extra, let me see. Is this the extra large? Confirm.
Yes.
Yes. Confirmed. Look at the size of that. This is such a majestic, just a beautiful gem. Look at that. Shop 15. Perfect mineral. You see the rock. You see the rough formation. Cobalt calcite. You've got the vivid crystalline color, those sugar crystals on the surface we talked about. You've got that gentle, delicate, feminine color. Such a perfect gem, such a perfect mineral. I could see this on a shelf. I could see this in a study, right? I could see this. This is your motivation, your confidence booster. Just something that makes you smile, right? I don't know about you, but I associate music with, different different moods. So for me, music is everything. And I feel like colors can really play a big role in that. And also accessories and gemstones and just things like artwork, things like that. I mean, have you ever, I don't know about you, but like when I walk into an art gallery, you have people just kind of standing there and really looking. And I'm sure that if you asked everybody that's looking at the same thing, that we all see something different. We're all affected by it in different ways. So we connect to certain things and not everybody's connecting the same way. So it's really unique how minerals can kind of impact you in a way that is quite special. And I feel like this pink variety of the calcite is one of those that you think of femininity, you think about elegance, I think about sophistication. There's just something very pretty about this material. Emotional balance, love, forgiveness. When I think about pink and red, I think about amor. So yeah, this one is on sale. This one is $309. This one is the extra large. It's $58 and some change per month, right around that price. This is a great buy. All of our cobalt calcites are fantastic. I would suggest that you find yourself one that's in your price range and go from there. Because when you do shop 15 in the comments section, if you're interested in any of these pieces when you watch the live stream, you're simply going to put in the comments section the number that's associated with the piece up top. So you'll put the word shop, no space, and then the number. Shop 15 together, hit the arrow, it's going to generate a link. When you go into that link, it will list the different size options as well as different price points. So you might be interested in finding something really special for yourself there. But I suggest that you take advantage of that for sure. All right, so that one, my friends, is, I believe, the last of the cow sites. Or is it? Nope. We got one more. Coming up, though, I think we have the Shabam. Shabam. Or shop, or are we, am I ahead? I jumped. So that was the extra large coming up. The Apophyllite. Got it. Apophyllite. Now, this is a nice size Apophyllite. This is going to be a little less in price, lower in price. And let me see, where's our price on here? Oh, this is a good price. This one's listed at $69.99. So the Apophyllite we did earlier, this was the medium. This one that we have is the small. So it's $69.99. We're going to give you that 25% discount. That's why I was telling you, anytime you're shopping with us and you love the mineral material, you love how it looks, you can always, well, I don't want to say always, you can usually get a smaller version. So we have different versions, different options, different sizes of that particular mineral. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Ay, ay, ay. Square-based pyramids. You literally have like little pyramids throughout the entire apophyllite. That's how you're getting the reflection of light. That's how you're getting like just something sparkly. But you have these like cubic or blocky points that come out, and that's what makes it unique. See, in this picture, you kind of get a pink. Sometimes you get a little pink from it, right? Like a peach or an orange. But this is that kind of crystal clean apophyllite. Beautiful stuff. Another one that you can keep in the house. Another one that you can give to a friend. Oh, there's the pink. Yay! This one has a little pink in it. So mental clarity, stress reduction, calmness. Yeah, I think about clarity when I see this because it's just, wow, beautiful. Definitely another one that I'd suggest you take advantage of because we did the Chrysocolla Malachite. Boo, 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 this one. That was a special one. That one was shop 7. The Apophyllite, this price point, what do we say was the Apophyllite price on this?
Right here.
Oh, $52.50 with the discount. $52.50. So you can actually use budget pay and only pay $17.50. Less than $20 to get the Apophyllite home. You're winning. You see what I'm saying? Most of these gemstones were well under like $60 today. So I'm really glad that we were able to work this out. All right, so coming up next, we're going to do 2 more cobalt calcites. There it is. 2 more cobalt calcites. I'm going to show you both versions. This is going to be shop 17 cobalt calcite. That's an extra large. And then I like this one. I like this cobalt calcite. Now remember, no two are going to be the same. So all the cobalt calcites that you get home will be unique and different. This is going to be shop 17. This one is shop 19. Shop 17, shop 19. It's a little flatter version. So both of them are beautiful. And I always recommend that you just stay within your budget. This one here is the listed price on the cobalt calcite in the extra large is quite good. It's $334. Okay, that's the listed price. And then with the discount, that takes you down low. We're talking $251 out the door, $50.24 per month. You see what I'm saying? For a piece of artwork that you'll have forever. For a piece of artwork that you're going to hand down to the next generation. Think about graduation. Think about housewarming gifts. Think about if you're going to a wedding and you want to give the bride and groom something special for their new life together they can put in their house. I mean, these are all wonderful, wonderful things to give to those special people in our lives. We talked about, the emotional healing, the self-love, the gentle support. So this is love and forgiveness, that balance. If you're connected to just colors in general, I always think about pink and red as the color for love. It just, for me personally. So this one's going to be Shop 19. I'm going to bring that in. But first things first, we're going to do your Shabam. The Shabam Lingam. Oh, good night. Just dropped it. The Shabam Lingam. This one here is super cool, actually. It looks like an egg, like an elongated, very unique colors here. The separation between the two colors is what makes this the version of Shivan Lingam so popular. Look at that. Look at the way the color breaks up and the way it just, you have like these striations that wrap around it. So we're going to bring some info up on this one. This one I'm not familiar with. Let's see. Let's do a little research because I want to make sure we're on the same page. I've never had this on the television side. And I have my accredited gemological professional or accredited jewelry professional certificate from the GIA. I did go to school for a while to learn about gemstones prior to us launching and also throughout my career here at Shop LC. And I've heard of this, but I've just never seen it. And our gemstone goddess, she recommended that we get this, meaning sign, mark, or symbol. Represents a Lord Shiva. Okay, so Hinduism. Okay, so lingam. Very interesting. But what is the gemstone? Right? That's really the question. So let me get the info up here. The geology. The Narmada River. Okay, so Narmada Lingam, covering its geology origin. Okay, so now we're talking. Iron oxide, it's jasper. I would have guessed it was jasper, but I didn't want to say it until I, got the information up. So it is a type of jasper. And jasper is pretty special. I mean, when you think about like Dalmatian jasper, we have this really cool jasper that's like little spots. You know how a Dalmatian dog is? Jasper can form in this way where you have like a white base and then the little black spots, natural inclusions. But that's going to be iron oxide in the Dalmatian jasper. This particular one has the egg shape, and the egg shape is pretty unique the way that they cut it. But it's, I think, for like infinite. Can you bring that up just a little bit? What is it? Infinite nature. So yeah, I would suggest you do your research on this one. This one's pretty interesting. I know we've done this one in the past. I'm not an expert at this, but I do know that it is a type of jasper. Jaspers and agates and chalcedonies. These are very unique gemstones that form in the ground with other minerals. So that's exactly what you have here. You have like the jasper and other formations that create these two colors. So it's a really unique stone for sure. If you know anything about it, you know what to do. Shop 18 is your item number on that one. They say that you identify a real versus imitation. Okay, so we've done that. So interesting. River erosions. Oh, so geologically, this comes from the river erosions over millions of years. How cool is that? I always like to learn about the formation of certain gemstones. That's what gets me, right? Because then you get a little history on the gem. So river erosions, and it reminds me of like alluvial deposits. When gemstones or minerals are found in alluvial deposits, typically they run from in water, kind of creeks rather, and riverbeds. I said riverbed and creek at the same time instead of reeks. But the rivers and the creeks, you have all these kind of alluvial deposits that end up in certain places. So this one actually comes from river erosions that formed over millions of years ago, which is super cool. All right. This is on sale. We cut the price. Yes. Okay. So Tyler's telling me, let him know, $159.99. $159.99. $119 with the 25% discount. $119 with the 25% discount. Shishams, for the love of Shivan Lingam. I know I'm being crazy. All right, so that's not what I know a lot about, but it is supposed to help you with grounding energy, focus and stability, and balance. Okay, that's what we read. That's what we got. So many people keep it in like meditation spaces, offices, nice statement piece. That's that. Okay. The other one that we're going to be wrapping up the show with is that cobalt calcite slice. And then I have the astrophyllite, the rough specimen. Look how pretty. So pretty. All right, so this one is shop 19, the medium cobalt. Medium. Look at the green. I think it was the malachite that was forming in the cobalt. I'm trying to think back to what, because this is like a combination of perfection, really. You got this amazing material. Isn't that pretty? And I like the slices. I like the thin pieces. I mean, you can get them in all different forms and shapes. We've had them throughout the show. Larger pieces like this, right? Or you can get them in medium pieces like this one. But this is more of like a slice. So that is super unique. And keep in mind, we've told you this, we've talked about this in the past. The cobalt calcite is super unique because it's the type of crystalline or crystalline structure that you have here. Instead of them forming in like, the points and the prism shapes and all that, these are just like crystals within. You have this beautiful magenta color that comes from the manganese. I think they call it Aphrodite stone. It's prized, because of its vivid color. Heart-centered. Amor we talked about, right? But that is a really pretty specimen. And guess what? This one's on sale. What do we get for the final? Is that right there?
Yes.
I want to make sure because I was like, you're not going to believe this. $69.99 were listed. With the 25% discount, $52.50. $52.50. Then if you break it down with the budget payment option, which I always like to break that down for you because I want you to be able to take advantage of that. Budget pays only $13 and some change. Yes! So you get the cobalt calcite today. Do not wait. If you've seen this in the past, because we've had them. Dun, dun, dun. This is the price point that I think a lot of you were patiently waiting for. Shop 19. Put in the comments section, generate the link, or chat with our personal shopper team. However you want to order. Do not miss out on the opportunity. Boy, we got some deep discounts today, didn't we? Home run. Shout out to Tyler and the team, John, everybody. All right, so we've got one more of the astrophyllite. This is the rough specimen, which is beautiful. This is the one with the copper bands. Now that's unusual. You do not find specimens like this unless, of course, you got connections in the business like us. We are the best place on planet Earth to shop for like gemstones, minerals.
That's right, Jess.
Best price points. And you get them in different forms. If you want faceted gems that are like in settings and you can wear them, you got it. This is going to be your gemstone and minerals show. These are the types of specimens that we pick up at the Tucson show when we travel the world. Really cool stuff. But look at that. Sale, $69.99. I know Athena would be going goo goo gaga right now. I don't even know if she has one of these. This one is it 29 or 69?
29.
What? It's 29? $29.99. I take it back. I know I said 69. 29. Shop 20, people. I need you to write that down. Shop 20. Put it in the comments section so you have a chance to take advantage. Because we need to talk about this specimen. This is actually one of the coolest forms that you can get your hands on. And you see those bands, hold on, I'm coming in too close. You're losing it. Coming in hot. All right, so there is the copper and the gold and the silver. Isn't that beautiful? It's a striking, like, starburst But then again, you're getting these really cool formation. I can't even you can't even explain it. You're like, how does this happen? So the name astrophyllite comes from the Greek word astron. Athena would be like, I'm Greek. So we need to talk about it. I love that. I love that because every chance I get, I say I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Boricua. You got to be proud of your heritage, right? All right, but Astron actually stands for star. It means star. So you have that starry-like effect. And then Phylon, I hope I'm saying that right. Athena will get me next week.
Phylon, yes.
Phylon, which means leaf, referencing the radiating those blades that you see. They're blade-like crystals in the actual stone. Isn't that crazy? I want you all to see that. And the way they shimmer, oh my gosh. This is one of the most fascinating gems we have during the mineral show, for sure. For sure. You got to get in on this one. We priced it right. We priced it at $22 with the discount. So the full price today would be right around 22 and some change. There is a budget pay. Yeah, we get a payment plan on a $22 item, which is almost a little miracle. But what were some of the metaphysical? I always like sharing that with you. I mean, well, it's not my thing, but I like to share that kind of stuff with everyone. Personal transformation, and life path clarity. Ah, those little bands. Love it. Self-knowledge, really embracing who you are. That's what this beauty represents. Called the stone of the starry self, or firework stone. So they call it different things, but it's the awakening gemstone, the gem of purpose. So yeah, you know that is beautiful. And that's the bottom line. With that price being as low as it is at $22, boom, boom, you're welcome. So shop 20 is the item number for that one. And ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our show. We got to recap. Because I want you all to know, first of all, thank you all so much for watching the mineral show with us today. Athena, our gem goddess, is going to be, I believe, with us next week. But keep in mind, even when she's not here, we're still wheeling and dealing great, items, right? I mean, we introduced her into the show just because of the knowledge that she brings. She's got like over 1 million followers online. If you haven't looked her up, make sure you check her out. She joins us most of the time. And, her perspective is very enlightening and interesting. And a lot of you guys follow her. And actually, she's going to be traveling here for our
Gym Fest.
Gem Fest. Thank you, sir. Gem Fest. I was like, meet the jewelry. I wanted to say meet the family members because that gives us an opportunity as hosts to meet each and every one of you, and you guys get to tour the building, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're watching, if I landed on your feed and you hung out with me for a little bit, my name is Jessica Maldonado. This is Shop LC. We are a live TV shopping network. And so prior to us becoming this home shopping network, we were a manufacturer first. We've been in business for 40 years plus. We just celebrated our 19 years on television. I've been fortunate enough to be here since day one, so I helped launch the network. And we've come a long way. We've expanded. We do a lot of different jewelry pieces with brand exotic collectible gems. But also, with Gem Fest coming up, it's a monthly get-together with our customers. You guys are family. If you're in the Texas area, we ask that you go to the website and you sign up. Signing up is free. Just like joining the family here at Shop LC is free, and you can actually get registered for Gem Fest. The only reason why we ask that is so that we know you're coming. We want to feed you and spoil you, all that good stuff. So even if you're flying in, some of you say, you know what, I can't come this month, but I want to plan for that. So if that's the case, chat with our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. As soon as we get the next one on the books, we can get you booked, all that good stuff. Listen, I am going to go ahead and start wrapping it up, though. Let me do this. Quick recap. Vanadinite, if you wanted the largest one, Vanadinite. Shop 1 was our largest. This was the XXL version of the Vanadinite. Remember how beautiful this gemstone is. And keep in mind, we had 2 versions of it. We had the double XL and then we had the small version. So you've got some options today. We want to make sure you have different price points that you can take advantage of. Then, of course, we had the Star Mica, which was stunning. Look at this. This looks like it's from outer space. You know, the astronauts that just traveled from, going around the moon on one side. It was like they brought this back. Isn't this cool? So this one is another cool one. This one was shop 4, Star Mica. And then, of course, the Chrysocolla Malachite. This one is shop 7. So we got a lot of good stuff. So when you go to shoplc.com, you can hit a live streaming tab. And even though you may not have caught the entire live stream, you can watch it again. And you don't even necessarily have to watch the entire thing. We have all of the minerals listed on the side along with the price cuts. So keep that in mind. 25% discount right there. Live 20. Well, no. Live 25 is what you'll put. LIVE 25. There it is. I knew Tyler had me. So yeah, there is the coupon code. You can always apply to the items that we have. These are available for a 48-hour period or while supplies last. Personal Shopper Team is the last number I'm going to put up here on screen for you. And I have got to say my goodbyes. It has been such a pleasure hanging out with each and every one of you. Again, I'm Jessica Maldonado. Don't forget to join me on social media and hang out with me tomorrow. I'll be hosting the live TV show in the evening time from 4 to 6 Central and 8 to 11. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.